So one of the arguments here is that this isn't about persecution of an ethnic identity, but protection of an ethnic identity, and that identity happens to be white. So we're going here now up into these pretty remote woods to really put that to the test.
We are driving deep into the Ozark Mountains. The group's leaders are not from Arkansas, and they've chosen these remote parts for a reason. All the locals I spoke to knew only a little about the group, if anything.
I don't necessarily agree with it, but that's not my choice.
Yeah, but do you think they should have the freedom to do it?
That's what they want to do.
I think it's kind of a little fishy around here, but just be safe.
The leader of the group is called Eric Orwell, and he's invited me to spend a few days with them.
Hey, Eric.
He insists what he is doing here is entirely legal, and that's key. Because if it is, it could be a blueprint for many other communities to come.
Welcome to the Ozarks.
Thank you very much.
What we've done here is establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
And that culture, effectively, we're saying this is a white culture, a whites-only place.
White American culture. Yeah, not just white, but white American.
But what this sounds like is bringing back segregation. Is that a fair assessment?
Well, it's free association. So we're not trying to keep other people down. This is a small settlement in the middle of the Ozarks.
But they are being kept out.
You don't let everyone into your home.
160 acres taking shape, forest cleared, roads laid, cabins built. Around 40 people live here. Hundreds more from across the world have paid to be members. And I'm intrigued to find out what motivates people to give up their old lives for this.
We met here.
Oh, you met here? I guess he came here.
I met her on day 3. So.
Oh my God, what a story. It beats Tinder.
I'm not really tripping about it. Like, if you go back and you look at this place, this doesn't look like a place that I would ever visit or that I would ever want to have a membership to. And I don't believe that self-segregation is really this type of segregation that people are complaining about. And so in the same way that Black communities or Asian communities can build their own communities, I don't care if people want to pay a membership, buy up land, and they want to build this, whatever this is, and drive Mazdas into the middle of the Ozarks and Arkansas. I'm not tripping about it. I don't know why other people are tripping about it. And here's my biggest thought about this whole thing. Why do people want to be a part of something that other people don't want you to be a part of? It would almost be like, why do people want to get invited to the barbecue, quote unquote? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would somebody be interested in moving into the hood to try to prove themselves to people that don't necessarily even want to be in there, or people that want to segregate themselves and say, well, I only want to be in the hood, or I only want to be amongst my people? I see Black people say it all the time. They say, I wouldn't move here because I want people that look like me, or I want a leader that looks like me. And I don't necessarily agree with it as far as it progressing you, because I think it keeps you limited in your view, limited in your perspective. You don't learn as much. I think you can learn something from anybody, but that is their choice. And if they decide that they want to go and pay taxes and buy land and do whatever it is that they want to do, I think that anybody should be able to do it, and it shouldn't be limited to only Black people or Asian people or Hispanic people. I think that they should be able to do it. It's membership only, self-seclusion, if they paying the property taxes and all of that. The question that I would just ask myself is, why do other people get mad at it because they want to be a part of it? Like, do you want to go into their town and be able to buy the land in there? What makes it so appealing for you? You know what I'm saying? So if it's not something that's just so awesome, what the hell are you tripping about? I've even seen Black people make the statement and say, well, Anton, we would be better off. I've heard Black people say this. They say we would be better off if everything was still segregated. Okay, well, here's your chance. Go ahead and build your own town and do whatever it is that you want to do.
People to give up their old lives for this.
We met here.
Oh, you met here? Okay, so you came here.
I met her on like day 3. So.
Oh my God, what a story. It beats Tinder, doesn't it? Like.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it was.
David and Caitlin not only met here, they got married last month. And they wouldn't be here without social media.
Somebody had posted a video of Eric.
Yeah.
I saw videos of them actually building stuff on the land. I was like, oh man, I gotta come check this out.
And I figure if there's nothing else like this in the country, like it should at least exist.
Yeah.
Like, do people really think that we should never be able to choose our neighbors?
It wouldn't be controversial for any other racial group to do the same thing.
I think it'd be quite controversial.
Well, if you don't have rules against it, then, anyone of any race can come and be your neighbor, and they might.
We segregate all the time. We do it in country clubs. We do it in neighborhoods. We do it in groups in college. We do it with fraternities and sororities. We do it all the time. And so again, as long as nobody is hurting anybody and as long as nobody is breaking a law, I don't see anything with self-segregation. And if the black community, which does it, they just don't have the structure or the capital to just complete it. If they decide that they wanted to go and create their own space and create their own town or whatever, nobody would trip, nobody would flip about it. They would just say, okay, well then don't ask nobody else for help or don't choose to be a part of something that somebody else want to do then. Or don't ask anybody to recognize yourself and be self-sustaining. If you can self-sustain and do it, then do it.
They're watching the news, which is telling you that white people are, the cause of all your problems and all the ills of society. And suddenly, your children are much less safe because there's a lot of violence, anti-white violence happening to white people and white children. And so,
Specifically sort of motivated by racism against white people. What sort of things the heavens are about to...
yeah.
I'd like to continue talking, but the rain starts and it comes down hard. The residents shelter in their cabins and night falls. The next morning.
It doesn't look appealing to me. You'd never have to worry about me going to Whites Only America, Arkansas, in the middle of the Ozarks. The only Ozarks that I had ever known or become familiar with was the Ozarks with Jason Bateman on Netflix. This doesn't look appealing to me. You never have to worry about me ever going there, and they can have it all to themselves, I promise you.
This is how the average weekend works at Return to the Land, or RTTL, what they call a work party, made up of residents, but also new recruits who have come to check out the project. It is hot, hard work. To join RTTL, you have to sign up to the Private Members Association, or PMA. And there are strict criteria for membership, as Scott Thomas, a board member and one of the founding fathers here, explains.
You have to be a PMA member to live here.
Yeah.
So you have to be someone of European heritage.
The group's logo, based on a Nordic rune, draws on that heritage. It is the PMA that the group believes makes this all legal. Once members have been vetted on ethnicity and other grounds, they can buy shares in the Limited Liability Company, or LLC. Those shares translate to acres of land that they can build on. Peter Seri is the brains behind the legal side of things.
Civil Rights Act is there for a reason, and this is a way around it.
Yeah,
Do you think you'll survive contact with the legal system, the courts, if it came to that?
hopefully.
Do you think it's racist or not? Do you reject that term? Do you embrace it?
I don't know about that term. I mean, people use it in a lot of different ways. I'm sure there's a lot of people on the internet who would call me racist. I don't really know or care whether that term applies to me or not. Maybe.
Scott, what do you think?
Yeah, I almost don't know what racist means anymore. Like it's you call it racist.
There's a prejudice towards someone who's from a different ethnicity.
Well, actually, the modern definition of racism, according to critical race theory, all white people are racist automatically.
A lot of this is reaction to left-wing identity politics, critical race theory, and movements like Black Lives Matter. And fundamentally, this is identity politics, but white identity politics. And what they're building here is a safe space for people of European ancestry.
If that's what they want to do, in the same way that people want to create a safe space for black people, which is one of the things that Trump is trying to abolish, he's trying to say that we don't want to look at people based off of anything outside of merit, but black people want to continue to uphold this. So what I think that is, I think that it generates another group of people where you start to segment people even more because people want an identity and they want to find their people. And they just so happen to be born white. Again, this doesn't look appealing to me. Nobody ever wants to exist in the middle of Arkansas and the Ozarks working hard as hell. I'm a city boy myself, and so I think about it a little bit differently. Make sure that y'all tab into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.